Greetings, adventurers. It's Neon with Neon Bird Games, and welcome to Neon's Game Night. Tonight, we are taking a look at the game Slots and Daggers, developed by Friedemann and published by Future Friends Games. If you're new to the channel, this series is a series I run where I hop into a game for 30 minutes to an hour, kind of talk through my first impressions as I go through the start of the game, and then kind of at the end of the video, see what I like about it, don't like about it, and see if it's something that I would continue playing myself. So, Slots and Daggers is an interesting game. Based on the Steam description, it says it is a retro mini roguelike inside a slot machine. So steady your blade and spin, which is an interesting premise, I think. And the developer for this, Friedemann, is a solo indie dev, and I've actually covered another one of his games on the channel previously called Summer House, which was a really awesome, chill, sort of, made me feel like Bob Ross, just kind of like placing little objects and making really cool, like, house scenes and, like, all that stuff. It's really cool. You can check out that video or check it out on Steam as well. But let's not delay anymore. Let's get into Slots and Daggers and see what it's all about. I really like the sort of styling of it. One of the things that I was really impressed by with Summer House was just how good of a game feel Friedemann does. Like the noises, the sound effects, the punchiness of certain aspects of the UI and just the way that you interact with the game feels really good. So there's a couple things here on this this menu. We got our options here with some basic stuff. I've got show tutorials checked so that we can get a little bit of that as well. A few basic video settings, debug mode, I guess. So that gives us some options there. A progress, which I'm assuming is like your achievements. I always enjoy when games include like the achievements like within the game menu or something like that. I feel like that's always a nice option to have, just so you don't have to go back out of the game and go into something else that isn't the game to sort of see what the achievements are. Modifier shop. I'm assuming we'll figure out about this a little bit later, but it looks like these are like kind of power-ups, since it's kind of a roguelike element, so you can probably buy these to kind of have a bit of more of long-term progression and spend some chips that way. But we don't have any chips, so let's go ahead and start a new game and see what this is all about. Okay, select level. We can select there's the Plains of Pain, which is the first level here, which is what we're going to do because I'm assuming we can't go to all these other ones. But there's the Black Cemetery, the Cursed Swamp, Red Desert, the Sewers. Ooh, and you can click and drag. That's nice. All the way to the final floor. The Ministry, the Petrified Forest, the Citadel, Cathedral of Smoke, the Sewers. Right. Alright, let's go to the Plains of Pain. Okay, select your 3 starting symbols, then continue here, alright? I can select a rusty dagger, select a coin, gain 1 coins and critical hit times 6, and then a wooden shield, grants 20 shield, critical hit times 3. Alright, then hit continue. So far, right off the get-go, right off the get-go, this art style is awesome. Like, look at this, like, the layout of all this. This just feels so cool. Like, the sort of older school machinery look, plus just the kind of, like, really sort of lived-in feel of you got the cigarette going over here, you got the chips. It feels, like, really kind of grungy and kind of almost steampunk in a way. I like it. I like it a lot, but kind of dangerous. It feels like underground, if that makes any sense. Alright, stop the wheels to fight the enemy. How do I stop the wheel? Press stop. Let's go. Stop. Okay, you do it one at a time. And... okay, so... do that to fight the enemy. So we get a coin. I guess it basically depends on what happens there, right? So we got a coin, shield, and a coin again. So we got coins there. Now they attacked us. Oh, okay. So if we are able to get the shield, it looks like this builds up the shield before it gets to our health, whereas we've been taking some stuff on the enemy health. Next enemy action. I don't get that. Enemy health. Right. Stop the wheels to fight the enemy. Alright, I'll put that. I'll get rid of that. And then that's my health. Right. Okay. Also, that's a really cool way to handle like the tutorials. They feel like little post-it notes. And then once you're kind of done, you can be like, alright, I don't need the post-it notes anymore. I love that. Alright. We got an attack in. Got a couple attacks in. And then another coin. Excellent. Ow. So they got rid of pretty much all of my shields. What is this thing? Is it like a cracked egg man thing? Alright, so I got a bit of shield back. Very nice. Ooh, it's got quite a bit of shields there. I'd really like to get just more attacks here. Ooh. I was hoping... I want to see what happens if we were able to get 3 in a row. What happens then? I could see how this could be addicting. This is really... this is scratching a part of my brain I did not know I needed scratched because... wow, this is fun. Alright, we got a critical hit. And we got lots of coins. Oh, this is so cool. This is so awesome. I love this. I wish you could, like, click over here and, like, take a drink or something like that, just to kind of, like, get that feeling. I feel like I need to have a drink in real life while I'm playing this. Like, just eat away the hours doing that. Critical hits. Nice. Look at that. Okay, cool. So, now we're at the upgrade shop. We can buy new symbols or upgrades. So, a coin bag. Gain 1 to 4 coins and get critical hit times 3. Or you can do a bow and arrow up to 10 physical damage. Use a skill check. 10% chance to stun enemy and then a critical hit times 3. We can re-roll and show new options and spend $5 for that. Or I can upgrade the rusty dagger for $14. Or I can just continue. Let's, I love that tutorial pop-up. Might be one of the best, coolest tutorial pop-up, like, things that I've ever seen in a game. That's just so cool. The whole game is so inventive. I'm going to upgrade the rusty dagger. Okay. These are the symbols currently on your wheels. Excellent. Cool. Alright, let's go. Continue. Moth gold. That's funny. Alright. Get some more coins. Build up the shields. That's fine. Ow. Ow. That's not very nice. And I'm sure if you have, like, really good timing, you could probably, like, be strategic about what you get. And try to get the right things that you want. But also the randomness is what I'm sure makes it really fun. Rolled 3 times 4. What does that mean? I don't get that. We're pretty low on health versus this guy. So we need to either get some big damage or we need to get some big shield. Oh. Well, I don't know how I did that, but cool. Oh, he's got some kind of attack that goes through my armor, or my shield. Not good. I would have really liked to have gotten another sword. Oh! Ow! Ow! That hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Come on, get me a attack, please. I'm at max shield, and he's gonna kill me. Yep. Alright, game over. We got a new high score, though. We got a massive blade, up to 35 physical damage. Use a skill check. Critical hit ×2. We got to 75. Chips earned 50. Alright, well, there goes our first run. That was fun. That was really fun. Alright, now we're in the modifier screen now, so we can buy permanent upgrades for your slot machine. Oh, alright. We have 50, so we can buy a couple of things here if we want to. 5% resistance against physical attacks per level, against magical attacks per level. Well, I'm imagining that that's what was eating us in that last encounter. It seemed like some kind of like magical attack that thing had. So heals 7.5% health every turn per level. That's nice. Take that. 25% physical attack strength per level. Using power-ups is 10% cheaper per level. I kind of like that. Alright. Cool. Continue. Let's do a new game. Planes of Pain. Up to 35 physical damage. 15. So let's do... I want to just select 3. There we go. Ego. Take this. Oh, skill check. This is what this is. Okay, so I hit go at the top. I see. I see. Oh, that wasn't good. Nice. There we go. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, man, this is fun. This is so fun. What do we got? I can upgrade the coin. Didn't really get a lot of money out of that. Can also buy mighty power-ups? What's the mighty power-ups? Increases max health by 25, 20% bonus on healing, up to 10 physical damage. Are these symbols? Symbol shop power-ups. $10. Why not? Take the cheese. Let's go. Moth Ghoul. Okay. Ow. Ow. That wasn't very nice. There we go. Want a couple of attacks here. That was really poor. Both of those were bad. Ugh, the moth is gonna get me again. Look, I'm not a lamp, okay? Although, at least at this point, he's the one that has less health. So, I'm taking that as a good thing. There we go. Got a critical hit. Ow. This could be getting close. There we go. Nice. Alright. Got through that. Now we got the symbol shop. What do we got here? I got $26. I could upgrade my health, or I could upgrade... Well, I can get both of those, actually. I don't have any money now. No more money. Oh, I missed the, what this one's called. Ooh, critical hit right off the bat. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, so lots of physical attacks. Hey, we got lucky there. Ow! That hurts. If I could get a shield, that would be nice. This is such a unique concept. Like, I'm trying to think of anything that I've ever played that's even kind of remotely like this to compare it to, and I'm drawing blanks. It's really good. It's a really cool concept. Alright. Got that guy out. Could upgrade the shield, and let's upgrade the shield. What else do we have? Grants 120% magical damage when rolled. Physical damage, reroll. I don't want to do that. Vampirism. 7% lifesteal while attacking. I'm going to do that. And get the shield upgrade. Crabtar. Like, the only thing that is kind of coming into my mind that, like, I want to say slightly reminds me of this, and it's not really the actual format of the way that you play it, it's more the, like, the presentation of, you just kind of go from one fight to the next fight, is a adventure quest, believe it or not. Like, the way that you would oftentimes go on quests there is you'd accept a quest, and then you'd basically just do turn-based battles. You'd fight these this enemy, and then once that's done, the screen would transition, and then you'd fight another enemy, basically. So from that angle, that kind of reminds me of it. But in terms of, like, the whole slot machine element to do your attacks, that's nothing I've ever seen before. And I've played a lot of, like, RPG, dungeon crawling type things. I haven't played as, like, super ton of, like, roguelikes and stuff, I guess you could say, but still, even of the ones that I have played, this is not something I've encountered before. Ooh, he's got a big shield. Ow. Nice. Hold on. These dice are moving. Do those roll? When do those roll? It looks like they roll every time I get hit. But, like, does that mean something? I don't know what that means. Nice. Getting a bit better at this critical hit. There we go. That last one went a lot faster. What do we have? A ritual dagger, 10 physical damage and 10 magical damage, 100% lifesteal, and critical hit times 3. Coin bag. Grant 1 coin, critical hit times 6. Ooh, so you can get more coins, but you don't get as much critical hit if you get that. Upgrade the coin, I think. And then 20% bonus on physical damage. Let's take the boots. And continue. The Queen of Snakes. This might be the boss of this dungeon, perhaps. I like getting some defense right out of the gate. I like that. Pretty good hit. Oh! Goodness! That hurt. Okay, got a couple good hits there. Critical hit the first time. Good grief. I really need to get a shield every single time, at least once. Okay, critical hit. There we go. Hey! I wasn't expecting to get that fast. That's nice. So we can upgrade the massive blade. There's a shuriken. Iron shield grants 40 shield. Critical hit times 3 versus... Oh. Can grab the iron shield. Gouda. Increase max health. I can get both that and that one. And then I can select... Or, no, I can't select. Oh, that was it. That was that first level. That was the end of that level. All right, cool. So, yeah, my thoughts so far is this is awesome. Like, I've never sort of would have expected this kind of combination of, you know, items to, like, go together this well. Like, having a slot machine, roguelike, dungeon crawling, turn-based combat, like, thing that works so well together. So the gameplay is amazing. The music is also really groovy. I don't know if you've been able to hear the music in the background, but like the music and sound effects are top notch. They feel very high quality, and like whenever you're interacting with the game, when you're stopping the slot machines, when you're selecting items and everything like that, everything has just like a really satisfying, punchy feel to it. Like, it feels like I'm pressing these, like, thick, old machinery buttons that, you know, kind of give a little chunk whenever you press it in. I love it. I love it a lot. And then all of the other little flavor just in the art style and everything. You got the cards here, you got the drink here, the dice and everything like that. Stellar. I can't say enough good things about that. The Beggar King once commanded an army of thieves. We got some story here, too. Continue. He tells stories of the Grand Siege on the Citadel, the Battle of Khoon. Now he guards the cemetery gates, smoking cigarettes and counting the moons. Entering the Black Cemetery. Alright, we've got the Cleaver. The Cleaver! Okay, so we got some good shields there. So, do we have now 4 symbols at once? Yeah, it seems like we do. Okay, got a critical hit. Nice. Ooh, shoot. That attack was kind of wild. Alright, build that puppy back up. He must have got a critical hit on us that last time or something, because, golly. But we just got a critical hit on you, Cleaver. Take that. Ooh, that was a bad roll. Wasn't too bad. I wonder why sometimes that roll goes faster than other times. There we go. Okay. Now, we're back in the symbol shop now. I kind of want more health. 1 use per turn. It's a pistol. 120 magic damage. But we don't have the money for that at all. 20% bonus on healing. Does that include our vampirism? I think we're going to give it a shot. Burster. I've got a bad feeling about this. Got a critical hit, so that's good. Really not too bad. That really wasn't too bad. I don't know what I was expecting. I was thinking that this thing looked a lot scarier than I guess that it is. Roll 3, 4. See, there we go. The dice comes into play somehow. It looks like it just rolls each turn. This is a tanky boy, though. There we go, but we got it. And a quick kill. Alright, so we got 32 bucks. Healing spell, gain up to 20 health, critical hit times 3, uses skill check. Ooh, that could be handy. Removes a symbol from your spinner reels. I don't know if I want to do that. Get Gouda, and then the healing spell, maybe? Or let's do both of these. I like that. Yes. We'll go with that. Skinless Walker. Okay, spinning. That's not going to help us out. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so then now you have this as being a little like spell book. That's cool. I wonder if this is the one just for the healing spell, or if there's different ones for different spells. Ow. See, now this is the issue of having this many things in your symbols, is you might get things that you don't really need right now. Like, I don't need the healing. And then once it comes around that I need the healing, since there's more, there's going to be a chance that I don't get what I need. So that's going to be part of the strategy too. I like that aspect of it, that it looks like you're going to be... It's not just one note, like there's quite a bit that you can do here. Like, in terms of what are you going to do for your loadout? What are you going to do for... how many symbols are you going to have? Trying to find that sweet spot and trying to see what different things combine is a fun little aspect that I think gives this a bit more longevity than like you might initially think. Okay, get some shield. Not the best hit. It's the first time we've finally been able to take some HP off of them. Get a critical hit. 2 critical hits, perfect. Okay. I actually can use the healing. That's actually pretty nice. Ow. If we lose this because of our rules here, oh my gosh. Look at him. He's stuck at a sliver of health. He's only got 9 HP left. and I'm not able to roll a freaking sword attack. But also in terms of, I actually kind of like that compared to just basic dice rolls, I guess, because it kind of feels like, since you're hitting the stop button, it kind of feels like you have some semblance of control. So I guess it just kind of connects me a little bit more to like the feeling of, I guess, immersion to the sort of the battle, because, you know, I'm thinking in my mind, being kind of immersed in this fight of like what this could mean. Like, this is the boss basically getting, or this enemy having like a big burst of like trying to kill us with his last bit of health, and me having to go on the defensive with all these shields and everything like that, and just not really having the right window to go in for the kill and everything. So like that was already kind of where my mind was kind of going whenever that was happening in real time. And like that's the kind of immersion, kind of imagination that like role-playing games invite just in general. But sometimes with dice I don't really feel that much, because sometimes it feels like so much out of my control that it's just like, well, that's the luck of the dice. But with this, there's a bit more connection to it, so I just feel that much more connected to that randomized element. And I guess if you are like skilled enough, you could probably get the, you know, the slot that you want. But I thought that was an interesting, just something I felt there in the moment. Okay, so we've got $27 now. I can upgrade the shield. Should I upgrade the Gouda? Let's upgrade the Gouda. And continue. The Snatcher. Ooh, that was big. They just got a lot of shield right there. Oh, okay, so, right. So this is what I guess wasn't understanding earlier. This is telling us what's coming next in their turn. So what is that? Is that physical damage? 99. So 99 physical damage is coming. I see. So that also helps you understand like what you need to try to shoot for. I like that. So like this, I want to get lots of shield. Yeah, see? There you go. And I'm assuming that's magical damage. So magical damage, it's not really going to matter if I get shield. So I really want to push on the attack or get some health. Well, the health wouldn't really help me, but I want to press the attack here. Yep, there we go. Now it's gonna take. Is he gonna take money from me? Interesting. There we go. All right, and then we've got $27. I think I'll upgrade the healing spell and the boots, and continue on. The Butcher of Cool. Oh yeah, definitely the Butcher of Cool, because that is not a pretty cool looking outfit. Okay. If I need to get defense if I can. Ugh, not the greatest. Ow. I need some healing and defense if I can. Critical hits. And, ooh, this one might get us. Oh, he's going to do 120 physical damage next. Oh, boy. This is not good. Ow. 139. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. Oh, that was really poor. Nope. We got 27 health. If we don't, like, stack, I don't know, like a critical on shields. Nope. I don't know if we can do enough damage. Nope. He's got us. Bye-bye, cruel world. Alright, we got some really nice score there. 735, new high score. We earned 78 chips. We've unlocked, I guess, a couple new symbols. A stake, which gains us 20 health once used per turn. Or a poison blade. Do we, like, choose between these? Oh, no. Okay. Alright. Well, that's another game over. Let's go ahead and continue. We got the modifiers. What I think what would be useful? That healing 25% health per turn is really nice. Resistance against physical attacks is going to be really good. And gaining more coins. Ooh, I can't take that one. But that's all we could do. And, yeah, it looks like you would just then go into another run after that. But, you know, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be, you know, enough time. I could sit here and play this for probably another, you know, hour or two and just not get bored and just let the time waste away. But before I, you know, trying to go on another big run and, you know, being here for, you know, another 30 minutes to an hour, I think this is where we can kind of wrap up and sort of talk about what we thought of the game. And honestly, this has been such an incredible surprise. This came out a while ago. I can't remember exactly how long ago it came out. It came out in October of 2025, so I guess not as long ago as I thought. But it came out back in October 25. I've had it. I bought it when it launched because I enjoyed Summer House so much. And I just hadn't got around to it. So this has been sitting in the backlog for a while, and I'm super glad that I've given it a chance, because this is an awesome experience, and it's not like that expensive. Like, base price is $7.99 on Steam. You know, you catch it on a Steam sale or whatever, like, it goes down to pennies, and it feels like you're stealing from the guy. But, like, you know, this game is going to provide me quite a bit of time. I can feel it. So am I going to play it more? Absolutely, I'm going to play it more. This might be one of those kinds of games that I honestly could see myself 100%ing. Because, I mean, let's look at our progress already. We've already got 3 achievements, I guess? Or maybe not. Maybe these aren't achievements. Maybe these are just, like, the extra symbols you can get. And power-ups and all that stuff. But, like, yeah, very fun. Love it. I highly recommend it. I'll have links to it, the store page in the description down below, and also the video for Summer House if you want to check that out. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Slots and Daggers by Friedemann. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing, and let me know how I'm doing in the comments section down below. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers.